Alright, let's break down the truth about Russia's war in Ukraine, looking at the reality in 2025 and what lies beyond. To understand the future, we have to glance at the past. The conflict's roots took hold back in 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea, a move that shocked the world and ignited years of simmering tension. That tension exploded in February 2022 with a full-scale invasion. Tanks rolled across borders, cities were bombed, and millions fled their homes in a massive humanitarian crisis. Russia's official reasons, protecting Russian speakers and fighting alleged Nazi influences, were widely dismissed by international observers. The consensus among experts was clear. This was a brutal power play to pull Ukraine back into Russia's sphere of influence and halt its alignment with the West. Fast forward to today, 2025. The war has morphed from a rapid invasion into a grueling war of attrition. The front lines are a hellscape of trench warfare reminiscent of World War I, but now fused with 21st century technology like advanced drone combat and electronic warfare. While Ukraine's fierce resistance, bolstered by Western arms, has prevented a total collapse and even reclaimed some territory, Russia still occupies significant portions of the east and south. The fighting is relentless, a daily grind for every meter of land. So, what is Europe's role in this protracted conflict? Initially, the continent showed unprecedented unity, imposing crippling sanctions and supplying billions in aid. But by 2025, that unity is under immense strain. The economic blowback, soaring energy prices and persistent inflation, has fueled political divisions. Some nations advocate for escalating military support, viewing Russia's aggression as an existential threat to the entire continent. They argue that providing more advanced weaponry is the only path to a Ukrainian victory and, therefore, European security. Others, facing intense domestic pressure, are questioning the long-term cost. Russia, meanwhile, consistently frames this support as a provocation, accusing Europe of prolonging the bloodshed and risking a direct confrontation with NATO. This leads to the critical question: what is truly needed for peace? A simple ceasefire is unlikely. For Ukraine, a just resolution means the complete restoration of its 1991 borders, a goal that requires sustained high-tech military superiority. For Russia, any settlement would likely require cementing its territorial gains and securing a guarantee of Ukrainian neutrality. As of 2025, these positions are fundamentally incompatible. A lasting peace demands a complex diplomatic breakthrough backed by ironclad security guarantees for Ukraine, a path that remains tragically out of reach. As we look towards 2025, where does the conflict in Ukraine truly stand? The front lines have solidified into a brutal war of attrition, where gains are measured in meters at a staggering human cost. Meaningful peace talks remain a distant prospect. With both Kyiv and Moscow holding firm on non-negotiable demands, a diplomatic deadlock has set in. Instead of negotiating, both sides are digging in, reinforcing their positions for a long, protracted conflict. This isn't a temporary stalemate, it's a strategic entrenchment. So what could break the impasse? The answer is complex. Because this war has always been about more than territory. It's about a nation's right to self-determination versus imperial ambition. Europe's role is pivotal, balancing unwavering support with the risk of wider escalation. And while leaders debate grand strategy, for millions of Ukrainians, the fight is far more immediate. It's about surviving another winter, rebuilding shattered lives, and holding on to hope against overwhelming odds. To understand what comes next, we need clear, fact-based analysis. Follow for our deep dive.